back on the Pete the Planner show. I'm sorry, I just wanted to use a deep voice there, everybody. I couldn't help it. I don't know. Would the show be better if I had a deeper voice?
No.
Pete the Planner.
No, because I can't take you seriously.
How about like this?
Yes, that's my favorite when you do that.
Okay, so we answer financial questions. What's this show about? I don't know either.
We
I
don't
don't
know.
You email us your questions. I happen to know a lot, and then I'll give you some of those answers.
And you've got a millennial, so.
Oh, let me name drop here for a second.
Okay.
I was able to do an event this past week with U.S. Senator Todd Young, Indiana Secretary of State Connie Lawson. So, because Senator Young has some bipartisan legislation that he's proposing around retirement and retirement preparedness. He's doing it along with Cory Booker from New Jersey and some other folks. So I got to do some event. It was pretty interesting. And I don't know. Hopefully this leads to me testifying on Capitol Hill. That's what we're going after, Nicole. I want to stand up there and I want to yield my time to somebody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I respectfully yield the rest of my time from the gentleman from Iowa. I want to do that.
That sounds
Really-
good. Have you practiced that already?
Dear Pete, scenario. I'm 59 and a half years of age and I owe about $150,000 on a 2.85% 15-year mortgage. Okay, we dove deep into the numbers.
I love that he just starts it off with Pete scenario. Like,
This is the sort of person I want to talk with. Not a lot of superfluous language. Let's just go. Pete, scenario, 59 and a half. Okay.
sorry.
What?
I don't know why I think that's so funny. Pete scenario.
Okay, $150,000 mortgage. Okay. 2.85% interest rate. Or you have a cough button. Like you literally, when you're coughing, can press it. I don't. Thank you for pressing it. 15-year mortgage with a home valued around $520,000 American dollars. Why should I not pay off the home over the next 5.5 years before retirement using 401k bond funds that are generating less earnings than what I'm paying in mortgage interest? Oh, this is fascinating. Are you back, Frank?
Slightly.
Okay, remute there for you. I can see not wanting to add to my annual income tax liability, but if I can do so without jumping into the next tax bracket, what other pitfalls am I opening myself up to? I will still have a pretty significant 401k working for me if I were to choose this path. I hate seeing how much I'm paying in monthly interest to the mortgage company, knowing I'm not making that much with that side of my investments due to the fact that my age has dictated a reallocation of investments and assets in my portfolio. What he's saying there, I'm hitting time out, and this is from Jeff. What he's saying is that he is in a target date fund. Anytime you're in a target date fund, there's something called a glide path. We've talked about it on the show. A target date fund is a fund that adjusts as your age increases. So you are in one fund. It is, let's say it's 80% stock, 20% bond when you are 25 years old. By the time you are 55 years old, that will have changed significantly to something to the tune of 65% stock, 35% bonds. Did I do the math right? Something like that.
Something like that.
So he wants to know, should he get out of the bonds in his portfolio and pay off his mortgage? Oh, man. Here's my rule of thumb about paying off debt. Generally speaking, you want to make sure a few things are true. Paying off debt, you generally want your net worth to go up when you pay off debt. All right, Nicole, we're about to get into trick question territory with you.
Uh-oh.
I know. Yeah, it sounded like you just collapsed up.
I did.
Okay. Can your net worth go up if you use an asset to pay off a debt?
No.
No, that is right. That is
No.
not a trick question. That is right. Here is why, and I will use a very simple example. Nicole, let's say I have $1,000 in debt, and I have nothing in my savings account. And you come up to me and you say, Pete, I know you're going to turn 41 on November 29th, and here at the office, we pass the hat, and we here's $1,000 cash. Right?
Yeah.
So
We
if
passed the hat.
right, you did. So if I were to pay off the debt with my income of $1,000, then my my net worth goes up because now my net worth is zero as opposed to negative $1,000. Okay, so that's scenario number one.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's say I were to, wait, what just happened?
What? Nothing did.
I know, I'm just thinking, if my net worth, oh yeah, I know where I'm going with this. Sorry.
No,
I
I
just
got
had
so
like a
confused.
logical flaw.
I was like, no, we're still.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No, nothing's wrong technically. It's just
Welcome
in my
back.
brain. Welcome back. And we're back. Let's say I have $1,000 in debt and $1,000 in savings. My net worth in that moment is zero. If I say, you know what? I'm going to take that money out of savings and pay off that $1,000 in debt. My net worth is still zero. It didn't go up. The only way your net worth goes up when you're in debt is to use your income or additional money as opposed to money you already have.
Exactly.
So that's rule number one. Number two, typically, if you can earn a higher rate of return on your money that is invested, you wouldn't want to take that money and then pay off debt on a low interest rate debt. And 2.85% is almost criminally low. Now, I do realize, based on sort of the investment environment we're in right now, everyone's portfolios are going down. I mean, it's just a little crazy right now as we record this on October 26th. Who knows what the market's going to do today? Let's look. Friday, the 26th of something. What is it? October? Dow drops another 300 points. Great.
Oh, good.
It was up 600 or something yesterday. It's just crazy. So I realize it can feel like it makes more sense to just quit losing money and just to pay off that debt. But in Jeff, and this is my opinion,
Your humble opinion.
it's not that humble.
Eh.
I would not do that. I would not do that because your portfolio in aggregate, your stocks and bonds together, should outpace 2.85% on a regular basis. Will it this year? Will it in this 12-month period? Probably not. I mean, I think we're going to have a flat or down market when it's all said and done for 2018. Is that the year we're in?
Yep.
Okay.
Last time I checked.
We were just talking before the show. You wrote 2017 today.
I did. Yeah.
I hadn't done that this year.
That was weird.
I feel like I'm going to struggle to get to 2019, though.
Me too.
I always think about when we get in like a new year, like 2019 just sounds crazy. It's like when you see a kid in a letter jacket and they got the numbers 19 because that's when like that dude's never going to graduate.
No.
That's forever. It's like 3 months from now.
I do like my brother's college graduation year will be 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
that seems like he's got a good vision.
He does have pretty good vision.
So Jeff, I would not pay that off. I see what you're saying. I just think in 5.5 years, is it conceivable to aggressively use your work income? That's what I would do.
That's the kicker.
Why should I not pay off the home over the next 5.5 years before retirement using the 401k bond funds? No, dude.
Ah.
Let's aggressively pay off the debt. How many payments is 5.5 years? So that is, let's see, 66 months. Okay, he's got $150,000 balance divided by 66 months. Sure, there's interest involved. That's $2,200, $2,272 a month in principal payments that he would have to make. And that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because his net worth will go up. Do that, Jeff.
Please do that.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh,
I feel like I know Jeff. I'm pretty sure I know Jeff. Either he's emailed before or we've experienced each other on Twitter, which just sounds a little bit strange.
Yeah.
I see his last name. I feel like I know it. And now, look, he probably is like a best friend of mine, and I don't know. So I'm so uncomfortable. Coming up after the break, doing biggest waste of money of the week. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to cheat this week. I have a couple things, but one of them is actually something I think is a great use of money.
It's nice to mix it up.
Sometimes. And you've got a good one?
I've got a good one.
We'll see about that. If you want to email us and have your question answered eventually on the show, email us askpete@petetheplanner.com. Ask Pete at petetheplanner.com. And don't be alarmed if you hear your question and it changes your life. I'm Pete the Planner, and this is my show.